Anyway, I'm good to go, Lim. Also, Venom. To answer your question on how the tome works in Pathfinder. More or less how it works in the game. I know that's not very descriptive, but yeah, essentially what you see in the game is kind of what I did for Pathfinder. Ow. Generate arcane buffs every time you... What?
The orbs.
Oh. What I did for the Q and E in Pathfinder was to add cooldowns to it. So essentially a round cooldown. And, the orbs essentially lower that cooldown so you can use it again a bit faster. So, yeah. And yes, you would have to use a move action to collect the orb. Puts it in a random square around the enemy in the nearest available space. I would have to double check what I had the file on for specific details, but yeah. Since Lamb is dead and reviving, I can actually bring that up. Granted, the fucking game audio won't be playing because, you know, whatever. You could, but which, actually, let me going over all the details, I'm just gonna fucking link you to the goddamn file. It's easier that way. Okay. Granted, Venom, I know you're at work, so I don't expect to be able to read all of it and whatnot easily, but the only thing I haven't been able to do with the tome in Pathfinder is actually test the balancing of it. But essentially, what I wanted to make it work as was essentially just like act as a normal weapon and not take up fucking casts per day of spellcasters. So I had to kind of fucking try to balance that. Ow. I even added a fucking method for destroying the book. Which is something you can't do in this game through normal-ish means in Pathfinder. Barring the fact that you can just fucking drop the item out of your inventory and be like, destroy? Yes? Yes. Destroyed. Okay. It's not very Pathfinder-y. Isn't that right, Lamb? Lamb? Shadows at the end of the dimension wave?
I mean, you could just drop it into an abyss or a fire.
I actually have the book done very specifically to be able to destroy it. You gotta take it to the plate of frost and encase it in ice. Afterwards, a hammer must be used on the iced book to smash it into pieces. Which requires a strength check. It's supposed to be one of those wondrous items, so I mean, destroying it's supposed to be kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to go out of your way to destroy it. Coincidentally, if you're playing a character that is anti-magic, you would have to use magic to get to the plane of frost to begin with, but... Semantics? Yeah, it also gives casters a reason to fucking move around and actually be able to do shit that is not normally like, okay, I'm out of spells for today, or I don't want to fucking use a spell. I'm going to go fucking hit it with a mace. Or just fucking shoot with a bow, or whatever. Insert backup weapon here. What do you normally go for a backup weapon with a spellcaster?
So, it's kind of funny. Most of my casters have had, like, secondary claw weapons. Because it's like, when I was doing my Pathfinder Sorcerer, he was Dragon Bloodline, so he had Dragon Claws. Or in fight, it would be like, I take the Brawler feat so I can do a D4 fist damage.
Venom, the reason it looks very strong is because I anticipated characters to be around level 10 to 12 before they got it. Like, minimum. It's not something that players would be starting out with or going to be finding in an early dungeon. So I had to take into consideration what the HP of enemies is around there and be like, okay, I don't want them to one-shot them, but I don't want it to also take so goddamn low of a time for you to fucking kill it to death.
I see what you did there.
Hmm?
We're in a Motorhead map and you killed it to death.
Not intentional.
I'm sure. And I'm not being sarcastic with that. Like, I'm sure that wasn't intentional and I'm just connecting dots that weren't there.
Yeah, Venom, it's very rare for a game to actually have something in it that makes me want to actually fucking, like, convert it over to D&D in any shape or form. So, like, having ran into this tome, I was just like, alright. I could actually see this fucking being useful and whatnot.
Well, plus, the tome in this game is, like, probably the most unique feeling thing to come out of it, I would venture.
Yeah, true, but I mean, you can only do so much with melee weapons, too.
Yeah. Is it just me, or is the map just, like, abruptly cut off over here?
Might just be the way the thing is unveiled. Is there a fucking nest of those guys, or is that just all from eggs?
Hmm?
Fucking lava creepers. By the way, I think I picked up another fucking legendary reanimator. Which means that is 2 today that I picked up.
At least it's not another lone demon.
True. But I'd rather have gotten a different fucking legendary. Like, the Necronomicon? I still fucking want that, goddammit. On this character for it to drop anyway. I have it. but I wanted to fucking drop out this character.
I don't know. I feel like if you don't get that by the end of the night, you should just pull it out and use it for a while. Oh my god, we have 4 more fucking tiers.
Yeah, Venom, I essentially just wanted to get one of like every legendary and play around with it once it's been maxed to see if it's actually something I like. Doing that with the demon powers too. Which is why, if I go to my inventory, why these 3 are marked as favorites even though they're not legendary tier. Granted, those 2 I might be able to replace with rare ones if I picked them up. I haven't actually been paying attention. There's a look I have, but yeah. 1 run of bottomless pit before we quit. As long as I could use the Necronomicon there, I would be fine.
And I mean, we've done the bottomless pit before.
Yeah, but we also didn't try to go all the way, and we weren't level 60 at the time, and blah blah blah.
But it's bottomless, there is no all the way.
Fuck's sake, did I not hit the goddamn checkpoint? Wait, did I miss 2 checkpoints? Oh, the other one was where we died at. Well, Lamb, I'll be there eventually. Oh, there was a chest back here. I actually tried ending off on Dark Souls 2 with a bit of a bang. It was a bit of a letdown. After having spent like an hour, not even an hour, like 15 minutes farming up 43,000 souls. Just for a fucking pyromancy spell. Ooh, legendary demon power. Zerk. Oh hey Lamb, it's this area in a night setting. That's new, right? Lamb. Lamb. Lamb, you muted. Lamb.
I'm aware I was chewing.
Oh. You haven't fucking finished your food yet?
There's pretzels. Also, is it night or is it like a weird fucking poison fog? Because it looks like green down there.
Well, quick, get pulled off the edge. Find out.
If it happens, I'll see what I can do.
Speaking of, I did rewatch that clip a bit closer when I was doing the editing. Yeah, you were indeed pulled.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, your end path just happened to be in the middle of nowhere, and the game apparently failed on placing you in a valid spot. So it was just like, you're down there now.
Nice.
Venom? Stockpiling consumables? Uh-huh. Trying to fucking show Venom the goddamn consumables, you asshole spiders.
I think there were scorpions.
Scorpion spiders, I couldn't fucking tell.
I mean, they're both arachnids, I think.
But yeah, no, I've been stockpiling them. Lamb has not. Don't fucking boomerang me.
That reminds me, I wanted to ask, how were you, like... what were you using to mark what you were getting out of the chests? Were you just doing... I'm assuming you weren't doing tallies. I'm assuming you had, like, something written or you had a plan for collecting that data.
Oh, the stats?
Yeah.
I have a test character. Emptied the inventory. Opened up all the chests, and then since I knew I had an empty inventory for everything but the other just contained like a few outfits and hexes and the chests themselves. I knew what I had to start with, so empty weapons, empty demon powers, consumables, everything. Whatever I had, then I knew I got from the box.
So it was more manual than...
Yes. And then, initially, I was counting the pages by hand, and then multiplying that by 25, and then doing any subtraction or addition I needed, because, you know, maybe I had, like, 5 pages of rares, and 2 of which, at the end of that 5th page, was uncommon. Then, you know, 5 times 25 minus 2. I was doing that by hand initially, and then I made it a thing in fucking Excel to be able to do the calculations for me, because that was a pain in the ass trying to do 10,000. When I would look and be like, that's 76 fucking pages of weapons. No thanks. It did, Venom. It did take a while. For the initial 1,000 boxes, that's how I did it. When I did the reroll of the common ones for the 10,000 and the rest to get up to 10,000, I did the much easier method of put the start number in, put the mod start. So, like, if there was like 3 or 4 legendary weapons, for example, before the rares, then I could take that away, and then the end page, and then also whatever the hell was it the difference at the end. Made it a lot easier calculating out those numbers. It's also part of the reason why the Destiny cards were divided up in the order they were, because that's the order in which the inventory is sorted by. Yeah, that Excel file table that you saw about them, literally why it said Divine, Wicked, and then Normal for Destiny cards, just because sort order. Literally no other reason. Chest. Oh god, more scorpions. Coincidentally, that's also the reason why that table was also, you know, weapons, consumables, demon powers, SD cards, or whatever. Because order of the inventory to buttons. I made it easy on myself. It also minimized the risk of me accidentally putting the stats in a different position than was intended. Why do you ask, Lamb?
No particular reason, just curious.
Ah. Would you like to know what I got from the chest for that guy?
Was it a healing potion?
Kind of. It was a vampire blood. 1 vampire blood. That was all that dropped from the chest.
Yeah, that's about all I got.
What kind of shit reward is that? What if I helped you out with him, but I was scratching my head?
Oh god, it's fucking disco zombies. All I got for him was a flash bomb.
Like I said a few times already, Venom, I do intend on playing Victor Vran on my own after this. It won't be consistent, but I'll still be playing it. When I was talking about possibly streaming this again, half a year, I was talking about doing a hardcore run.